And the condemned ate a hearty meal. And then he went in a bucket of soapy water. Okay, good afternoon. It is May the 3rd. So Tuesday. I'm just potting up some of my sunflower seeds because they're too small to go back outside, but they need more room in their pots. So I'm doing Velvet Queen, which they've already been done there outside, and then these ones are all Autumn Beauty. So I'm just going to repot those into these bigger pots, and then when they're a little more stable and I don't have to panic about them being eaten to death, I'll put them all outside. So get that started. And then I've decided, for anybody that's seen my brassica cage nets, I've talked Gerald into enclosing it properly on both of them, so it'll have a little doorway in the middle and it will be a brassica house. This is how I get things around him. I start out little and then it absolutely gets humongous, which is why we're getting a shed put on the side here, because he thinks I don't have enough room in here because I make it look like it's really crowded. I had to pot on, and I didn't record it because it was kind of boring and Gerald was making a ton of noise banging outside. I had to pot on my butternut squash because they were getting a bit wilty, and I think it's just they needed more nutrition than what the seed sowing compost could give them. See, even these, they've been in here for, well, forget when I started them. I could go and look. It's probably written down somewhere. Even these, I'm not impressed with the roots, although they've got roots. I'm not overly impressed with the roots, and they're all just going in a pot together. See, nice wood sticks. They're all just going in a pot together because they're all going to get planted in clumps when I put them outside eventually. It's just easier. They hold each other up a little bit better. More support for each other. So, the only problem with doing YouTube videos is I like to garden with music, and apparently you're not allowed to do that. So, damn copyright people. But anyway, so that's that. These are all Autumn Beauty, so they just get a B on them. B, and B. Okay, so that's those. So that's one. And then, of course, they'll get some for my sister-in-law. Everything I do, she gets some, because she doesn't, she sows direct, like a lot of people. She'll sow beans and peas and things like that direct, but she doesn't sow tomatoes or peppers or, for the most part, flowers. I do marigolds for her. I hope you can hear me as I'm rambling, talking to the floor. I do marigolds for her. This year we did some Cosmo, which we've never done before, so we'll see how that all goes. Yeah, so I'll get these all done. And they all germinated pretty good. As I said, they just don't like these pots. They're too small. They probably won't like these big pots for very long either, because they're, see, look how dry that one is. And they're in the same conditions. It's just so weird. I'll show you my cucumbers in a minute. They're in trays, and they have exactly the same conditions. They're in the same tray, but the outside ones dry up much faster than the inside tray sections. So, which is hard, because then you're watering and you're drowning one and starving the other for water. So, I don't know. It's all getting a bit redonkulous. You'll notice we're not bouncing on the table today. Thank you, Laura, for the suggestion of don't pot on with the same table that you're putting your camera on. Laura has a channel. It's called Food, Thyme, and Garden, and it's very interesting. She does lots of different things, not just gardening, and it's got some really nice recipes on there. So I'll put her channel link, of course, in my description. Anybody I talk about or mention, I always put them in, because I think it's really good that we share knowledge, but that we also share our websites with each other. Because gardeners are nothing if not sharers. That's what we do. There we go. So get that all done. I've got one more. I put hers in a round one, so which one's I will. I can't believe how much soil you go through when you're potting up things, when you're not putting them outside right away. It's just ridiculous how much soil you go through. This is potting soil. It's got perlite and everything else in it. And the reason I'm using that is because every other soil I have tried has, this one's not perfect, it's got sticks in it as well. But everything else I've tried is just crap. It's full of sticks, it's full of plastic, and I know it's a worldwide issue. There's just too many people gardening, and with the big C word, they all the garden centers realized, hey, all these people are staying home and gardening. I think we'll just jack up the price of everything, and we'll also put out crap because we'll have to put it out faster to make more money. But look, it's ridiculous. But needs must. We do what we have to. That one doesn't like it where it is, but that's okay. It should get some roots down lower. And then I'll do this one for my sister-in-law. I'm not really doing anything else today. Oh yes, did I show you my cucumbers? So these are my cucumbers. They're doing pretty good. But see how these ones are all drying out, and these ones are drying out, and the ones in the middle are soaking wet. So I have to try and only water in one specific spot. I thought these had died. They're cucumelons. You can tell by how tiny they are. But they seem to have come back. So we're okay with that. And then we've got some Excelsiors and some Market More. And then these are lemon cukes and crystal apple, green apple cucumbers, which are a round cucumber. And my one and only zucchini that lived is a Black Beauty. I will have to sow more and get some more done. But these are all the sections my squash were in, and I killed them because I left them without a lovely cover and they died. And like somebody else said, a lot of their seeds are just sitting. These have been in here since the same time as all these other ones are, and they're just not doing anything. So I don't know. I don't know. Good thing we don't expect perfection when we're gardening. Otherwise we'd be all very, very, very disappointed, wouldn't we? Other than that, everything else is doing okay. I've got more lettuces to sow. My bok choys back there in hanging baskets, I don't know if you can see them, so I'll show them to you, are doing phenomenal. I have to, I'm gonna have to harvest more. This has all been harvested twice, but they're doing really, 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 really good. That's fine. Those are calabash cabbage, I think. Oh, red, oh, it says red sprouts, but I'm not sure that's what they are. Red ball sprouts they would be if that's what they really are. And my carrots, of course, are doing okay. That's about it in here. Tomatoes are hanging in there. Lettuces in the hanging basket are doing good. Sorry if I wobble you around a bit. Other than that, there's not a lot going on outside. There's 5 million things on the go. Blueberries are looking healthy. Tulips, I love my tulips. It's tulips in the spring and lilies in the summer. They're just gorgeous. I've never grown so many tulips before. But after seeing everybody else's last year, I decided I better get some. These ones are huge and they fall over. But I've still got loads that have not opened yet. Those ones back there, the orange and pink ones, they're like 3 feet tall. It's just fantastic. So this is where I'm going to put so it'll have a solid wall on this side. Sorry about my hand. And it'll have a little door here in the middle, and then solid all the way around, and then a little door at that end, because it's just a pain in the ass. If anybody, you know, knows like me, that you're moving things constantly, it's a pain. Beans are doing good. More tulips. And those are my mixed beets. I'm going to put them down the side here and hope the slugs don't eat them all. Oh, and I got to take you down here to see the peas. These are my purple peas. Look how tall they are. They're like waist high already. They look really good. But yeah, this one, I'm 5 feet tall and this thing's like up to my chest. It's redonkulous. Anyway, that'll be it for today.
I will put these in, but I don't need to show you all that. I'm sure we've all seen somebody putting things in the ground. Oh, these are the radishes. Radish tape. See, radishes are coming up. I'll lift the glass up. Carrots are coming up. Got little heads on them. True leaves. Yep, those are my carrots. And I sowed another row of carrots. Oops, there they are. Sowed another row of carrots the other day, and those are all coming up. And those are daikon radish. Sorry, Danny, I don't know why yours got lost in the mail. Oh, and spring onions at the back. These are all done with seed tape, because I'm don't like thinning out. So, more brassicas. I run out of room for brassicas. Corn, more marigolds. Doing good. Extra beans, extra brassicas. Oh, Lord. Lord help a gardener, eh? Okay, that'll be it for today. Have a great day. I will record something later on if I do something later on. Bye-bye. Okay, so still Wednesday. Still cloudy. So I thought I would get the beets put in the ground. I tried to use Mr. Pillbug, piss off. I tried to use a dibber. It didn't work because I was making the holes too deep, trying to compensate for width. No comment. So I thought I would do it with this. These are mixed beets, and if I do it with the bulb dibber, it's exactly the right size to just pop them right in the ground. Works perfect. And then I just distribute this stuff. This is my asparagus bed. There's not really anything going on in here except for some fronds and things. But I thought I better get these beets outside before it got too hot, because I want them to try and be established before I kill them all in the heat. Sticks. And these are crocuses that I threw in the ground. These asparagus won't be ready until for at least another year. So that's what we're doing. Mixed beets. Check. And they fit right in. Perfect. I don't have to do anything with them. And hopefully that won't disturb them so much that they become goofy. Come on. Perfect. My husband Gerald doesn't like beets at all in any way, shape, or form, but I do. I love pickled beets. So I'm gonna try, since everybody else says they're really good, I'm gonna try beet leaves and roasted beets. See how that works. Oops, that didn't work, did it? Holy mackerel. Took out half the frickin' bed. Let's try that one instead. That's better. Oh gosh, look at this one. Multi-sown. This one's multi-sown and then some. There we go.
Smoked out yet?
Hey?
Smoked out yet?
No, I'm over here on the ground.
The smoke's going right in your face, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. I can't see it, so. Okay, I'll come in. It's just the patio. Kale, and that's winter blend kale. We like those because they're soft. Never had this one before. This is Ethiopian kale, and I'll let you know when I harvest it what it tastes like. Probably tastes like cabbage, I'm sure. This is the only problem with my decimated section, is where I've chopped off all the Komatsuna greens for dinner. I've left some there. We just harvest them by chunks and then I'll resow them. They're super easy to grow, and hopefully they taste as good as they look. That again, I will also let you know. I found some red marigolds. I'm so excited about those. And Rose is coming back. Got a good prune last year. My purple violets, pansies. Pansies are coming back with a vengeance, so that's good. And other than that, there's a tiny tulip back there trying to work its way through the rose bush. And these are my strawberries. Lilies. Oh, mini lilies are starting to bloom. Oh my God, those are so cute. Might have to make some more of those. And that's the patio section of the garden. This is just a little patio. These are lettuces we bought. This one's not doing so well, but this one's doing really good. They were bought lettuce and I just stuck them back in the ground and it's starting to grow again. Cool. Oh my God, they've all opened. Look. Ooh, they're almost black. They're so purple. Cool. Anyway, I won't bore you with my tulips again. Peonies, almost flowered, opening. Oh, this is a new one. That's cool. Anyway, Tulip Haven. I'll talk up a bit louder so you can actually hear me. I cheated and bought a starter. It's a winter squash. We don't grow a lot of winter squash and I didn't want to spend $6 on a whole packet of seeds. So I am going to buy one starter and see if we like it. And if we do, we will take some of the seeds from it for next season. It's not a bad thing always to do starters for people that are just starting gardening. Sometimes it's just easier to do them. And then you find out what easily grows in your area. It also gives you an idea of what you will and won't eat. I think that's enough pill bugs in the compost. Look at all the nice little holes they're making and everything for all the worms that are hanging off the edges. Holy crap, man. These are in my Darlicks. I have to put metal cages on the outside to stop the rats from trying to get in. There's nothing else to say. That is the first time ever I've had to have cutworms eat my brassicas. I was devastated, totally. Nematodes, here we come. See, this is what I mean, Jason. This is our maple tree. And as you can see, we cut the top right off because we use it for a fence post. And it's growing new maple out of it. So it's all good. Other one. Like I said, we cut these things back every year because we can't have them getting too big. And they come back every year. So as long as there's moisture that can get up the trunk, it'll grow. So give it a shot.